nothing really prepares you for this moment. And for those of you that don't know me that well, being prepared is not something I'm renowned for. In fact, my kids are backstage, and we've been writing this speech just before we got on, or should I say speech. The running order actually says, very brief words from the Deputy Leader. And my 10-year-old says, the first thing you've got to do in a speech is thank your mum and dad. Well, actually what he said was, you've got to thank 3 people. So thanks, Mum, thanks, Dad, and thank you, Baroness Alicia Kennedy, for being the best campaign director you could ever want in a referendum. And thank you, Roy, her partner of many years, who was a rock. In moments like this, it's impossible to reflect on all the people who made it happen, though. Many of you are here today, and you are loved. And many thousands I haven't yet met are not here, but I want to send my gratitude, humility, and determination to live up to your expectations. And particular thanks to the members of West Bromwich East Constituency Labour Party. We're a family, and I wouldn't be here without your unstinting support. Thanks also to the CLPs, MPs, MEPs, MSPs, AMs, and the hundreds of thousands of members, affiliates, and supporters. Thank you all. It's been a strange campaign, but it's given me time to reflect on early political memories. I remember in the 1972 miners' strike, having it explained to me as a 5-year-old that the lights were going out because Mr. Heath was not paying the miners enough money. Well, in this deputy leadership election, I only received 3 nominations from trade unions. So I'd like to thank the National Union of Mine Workers. I gave you my solidarity as a 5-year-old, and I thank you for returning it back in this selection. And I'd like to thank my friends in ASLEF and the Bakers Union for their support, their nominations too. And though I didn't get their nomination, I'd like to thank my union, Unite, as well as UCAT and the TSSA for their endorsement, which I shared with Angela Regal, a worthy opponent who I hope will have a big say in Labour's next chapter. I said in this campaign that our leader will have to cast a new vision for the country, and their deputy will have to help them realise it. And I meant it. I promised to back our new leader 100%. I plan to do exactly that, and I ask you to do the same. Only through unity comes strength, the strength we need to fight the Tories. And be in no doubt, in the Tories' second term, Labour is the last line of defence for the millions of people who suffer in their hands. Only Labour can speak for the real Britain. We haven't always, but that's what we have to do again. We can and we will, I promise. And to those who feel alarmed by the scale of difference between the old world and the new, I say this. There is only one Labour. One Labour. And it's bigger than leaders or deputy leaders, bigger even than its members and supporters. And on behalf of the millions who need us, we are the guardians of decency and fairness, justice and equality in the United Kingdom, and we're going to continue to do that. At our best, we articulate and embody the common sense compassion of the British people. The no-nonsense belief that things ought to be fair. If you put in when you can, you should get out when you need. Well, we've had a Tory government for too long. But this has never been a Conservative country. British people believe in hard work and a fair crack. Above all, a fair crack. That's not the Tory way. They don't play fair. They believe in the primacy of the market, but their markets are arbitrary and unforgiving, whereas we believe in the wealth it can create, but not in the unfairness that comes if it's not mediated. Yet anybody who thinks there's a contradiction between pro-business and pro-worker doesn't understand either. That's why I believe we are the true party of Britain. Yet we just lost another election. So we need to think again about what we offer and how we communicate it. I said I'd overhaul our party organisation, putting members and councillors at the centre of everything we do, and I'd lead a revolution in our digital campaigning and organisation. That work starts this afternoon. But I have to say, the Labour Party is at a critical moment, and great movements like ours endure by understanding and embracing moments of such change. We can't afford to duck the truth. I did 109 constituency visits in the general election campaign, and I've done 113 party meetings during this leadership election. So in the last 6 months, I've talked to a lot of people. I've talked to every kind of person there is. And I have a very clear sense that this election has been as much a referendum on the political culture of the Labour Party as it has been about the candidates' policies. And it's been an indictment of politics as a whole. People are sick of all politics. And even our own people are sick of the old ways of doing politics. That's the biggest challenge we've ever faced as a party. But if we face it together, embrace it together, we can turn it to our unstoppable advantage. Let those Tories and the pundits think we're weak, while we unleash the implacable power of hope. And to all those Tories sniggering up their sleeves that we won't win in 2020, I say simply this: watch this space, watch your backs. We'll be watching you, and we will win in 2020. And to all my comrades in arms in this hall and throughout the UK, I say, come with us, join with us. We're going to weave ourselves back into communities in every inlet and avenue of Britain. There should be nowhere in these islands that's not Labour. We stand for common sense decency of the great British people. Nothing is stronger than that. And if we take that out into the streets together, we will win. Thank you.